Medium has recently announced that there are more paying subscribers now than ever before. Is Medium still worth it in 2024? The short answer is yes, Medium is hands down the most simple and rewarding platform to grow your audience and income as a writer and to monetize your writing, even and especially if you are a brand new writer, if you are not a native speaker just like me, and even if you actually have no idea how to write or what to write about. It's a perfect outlet for anyone who wants to try writing as a creative side hustle or reach a brand new audience if you already have your expertise, your niche, and your domain authority. And in this video, we are going to talk about all the different aspects of why writing in Medium is actually more rewarding and satisfying than ever before. In case we are meeting for the very first time, my name is Sinem. I am one of Medium's most read writers with over 70,000 followers. I have made over 6 figures just through Medium's partner program by writing and publishing my articles on the platform. And I'm an editor and boost nominator for one of Medium's largest publications, Better Marketing. Every year I see videos being released about whether it's still worth it to publish on Medium and if there are any downsides and if there are other platforms that are catching up and would be more rewarding for writers. And I'm not saying that my take is special in any way, but I wanted to take this time to record the video and explain my point of view because I've been in this game for over 6 years now. I have built the largest Facebook community for Medium writers. I have been sending emails to tens of thousands of writers for the last couple of years, and I have coached thousands of people on how to grow their audience and income by writing on the internet. So I hope that this video is going to give you a slightly different perspective on all the different ideas, opportunities, and also challenges that you might face if you decide to write on Medium this year and beyond. All right, that's enough background info. Let's dive into why I believe that Medium is not just a good enough, but a great place for writers to publish their writing in 2024. And I actually want to start by sharing 3 specific news that were released just recently that I believe make Medium an incredibly powerful platform for creators and writers who genuinely care about their audience and their message. First of all, Medium has recently announced that AI created stories are no longer allowed to be published behind the paywall. Even if you disclose it, you are encouraged to write on Medium. Medium is a reading platform. Millions of readers scroll through Medium's feeds every single month looking for genuine human writing on the platform. So even though there's been a flood and a massive amount of spam accounts and AI generated crap being published on the platform recently, they are now tackling this problem. And the fact that they have announced the ban of AI created content behind the paywall is a great signal. This means that there's going to be less spam, fewer AI created really bad, terrible articles, and more attention and more energy towards the writers who are actively publishing great content and who care about their message and their audience. I obviously love to see this news because it's been an important signal for the whole community of writers, because it shows that we're on the right track, that you are not going to be replaced by AI generators anytime soon, and that Medium is the perfect home for people who actually like to write and share their messages on the internet. The second point is boosting. Boosting has been announced last year, and by now the data and the Medium CEO Tony Stubblebine tells us that it's been going really, really well. The subscriber numbers on Medium have been going up for the last couple of months, so it means more and more readers are signing up for the Medium subscription and are paying to get access to Medium stories written by amazing writers just like myself. Boosting works in a way that the best writing is being highlighted and being shown to more and more readers on the platform. So if you are writing on Medium, you care about your audience, you have an interesting message or a story to tell, and you don't necessarily have a following yet, boosting will actually help you reach a vast audience even if you are starting from scratch. I've seen this over and over again with my own students, my own clients, in my coaching programs, where even if they had a following of zero, if they published in the right publications and they got their stories boosted, they have been able to build up traction right from the get-go. This is really unique. It's an opportunity that you don't have on any other platform because boosting is human driven. As I mentioned before, I am one of the boost nominators, which means I get to submit a handful of articles each week that I believe are of exceptional quality and deserve to get boosted, which means they deserve to get distributed widely on the platform. This has been working really well for writers who understand what boosting is all about and how to get their stories to be boostable. And it's a great signal, once again, for writers and for readers. For readers, because boosted articles are of higher quality than the average story, which means that we as a group of writers, editors, and nominators are working really hard to make sure that the writing that deserves to be seen gets discovered by more and more people. And the third point, I already mentioned this, it really is that the community of readers is growing. Medium has recently announced that there are more paying subscribers now than ever before. And the fact that more people are reading on Medium basically means that we as writers get access to more and more readers on the platform. More readers paying to see our content also means that the pool of money that is being distributed to writers is growing. So that's a huge signal, and it means that the quality of the writing and at least the quality of the pieces being boosted and being discovered by readers is perfect. It's a great match. People are signing up for Medium. They are being happy with the content that they discover, and they decide to pay for the subscription so they can read more, they can discover new writers, and they can support their writers, their favorite writers, if they want to, by becoming a friend of Medium even. Apart from those newer reasons that I believe are speaking for themselves and that are making Medium a great place to write on the internet in 2024, there are a bunch of other reasons that have been valid since I joined the platform back in 2018. And the main reason for me was that it's just incredibly simple to start writing on Medium. You don't need any tech knowledge, you don't need your own website, you don't have to know SEO or anything else. You don't have any hidden costs that are related to your writing. You don't have to pay any fees to get it all set up. You don't have to be a genius marketer or run ads to your content. You just have a clean, clear, easy to use, and simple interface so you can publish your writing and have stories on the internet that look great and that create a nice reader experience when someone actually discovers your content. This is a huge bonus that a lot of beginners might just miss out on. I mean, if you are brand new to the world of online content creation, you have no idea how to set up a website, you have no tech knowledge, you have no idea how to deal with all those dozens of platforms. Well, start to write a Medium, build your audience, share your message, see what resonates, and then move on from there. And the first thing that I would do if I was a brand new Medium writer is, after I published a couple of articles and got in touch with my first couple of readers, I would start my newsletter. You don't need a website. That's the biggest mistake people make. They spend hours and hours and endless amounts of money setting up their website because they think it looks professional and it's necessary. I didn't have a website just until a couple of weeks ago, and I've been making multiple six-figure profits on the internet for years. You don't need a website, you need an audience, you need a message, and you need to care about the work you do so you can actually show up and provide value to your readers. But even though I believe that Medium is an amazing platform for writers, whether you are experienced or a brand new writer, it's important for you to know what exactly you are looking for and what you need so you can pick a platform or several platforms that are really going to fit your personal preferences and your goals. So on Medium, for example, there are a few criteria that I believe are really important in order to avoid disappointments or just surprises. First of all, Medium is an English platform, so if you are writing in a different native language, it's not going to work the way it does for English content. I'm not a native speaker. I grew up speaking German and Turkish, but if I were to start a Turkish or German blog, I wouldn't pick Medium because I know that I'm not going to find an audience there, even though Medium has a international reader base. It is not distributing content in other languages the way it does in English. So that's a big criteria in case you're not a native English speaker and you like to create content in a different language. That's not going to work very well on Medium. I personally also believe that Medium is most rewarding for nonfiction writing. There is a lot of fiction writing and poetry and all sorts of writing really on the platform, but the way I teach my students to use Medium and the way I believe you can create calculated results in Medium is when you create stories that are educational or personal. So, educational in a sense that there is something that you want to teach your audience, you are an expert on a subject, or you have a deep passion for a specific subject, and you want to pass on what you've learned over the course of your career or relationship or life, really. So you want to educate, you want to inspire, you want to pass on knowledge in one way or the other, or you have a personal story to share, you have a personal perspective on a topic, you have a personal experience that you made that shaped you, and you want to cover that experience from different angles. You want to share it through different stories that you've had in your mind. That's another great way to use Medium. So personality is really important, but personality can come through personal stories or through educational ones where you use your personal experience as an example. And the last 2 points might sound a little stupid, but they're really important, and a lot of people don't seem to care about them. If you want to do well on Medium, you have to care about the topics you actually cover in your writing. So many people reach out to me saying, what should I write about? What are the most popular topics on Medium? And my answer is always the same. You're not going to do well on Medium by writing about popular topics, because writing is a long-term game. It's a marathon. You are not going to manage to write 50 articles on a topic that you really don't care about, and there's not going to be any personal connection, which I mentioned before is really important when we're looking to boost articles and give them extra attention. One of the main criteria we look for is, what is the personal connection in the story? Does the writer tell us what his point of view is? Does he have first-hand experience? Did he do what he's talking about? And if the answer is a no, we're not going to boost it. And speaking for better marketing, we are not going to even publish it, because if you don't have any personal connection to the topic you're writing about, it basically means that anyone could have written it and AI could have written it. So what's the difference there? So you have to write about topics that matter to you, that you care about. And last but not least, you have to enjoy writing. Medium is not a place where you can just publish a bunch of articles and make a ton of money. That's not going to work. And if you don't enjoy the process of working or writing, you're not gonna do it for long enough. We're not going to do anything for long enough if we don't genuinely enjoy it. And of course, writing is different when you do it for a living and when you actually want to monetize and reach an audience, compared to writing for yourself or writing in your personal journal or notebook. But if you don't enjoy it at all, you're not going to make it. You're not going to stick to it. If you do enjoy it, you're going to enjoy the process. You're going to enjoy the journey. You're going to enjoy getting feedback and improving your writing step by step. And that's really crucial. And at this point, I also want to mention, don't forget that platforms don't owe you anything. Even if you enjoy what you do and you enjoy writing and you want to monetize your writing on Medium, you have to think about making money just as much as you think about the creative process. You're not going to make money if you don't think about the money side of things at all. And if you figure out that you've been on a platform for a very long time and it's just not working for you, well, probably there's a chance that you have to switch things up. the probably most popular piece of advice for new creators and writers is to just be consistent, right? Stick to it, do it for long enough, and it's going to work. And that's really dangerous because consistency is useless if you keep doing the same thing without improving what you do. If you're not happy with your results that you've created over the last months or years, and you keep doing the exact same thing, well, there's a very high likelihood that you're going to keep getting the same bad results that you've been getting. So if you want to improve, you have to actually do things differently. You have to practice deliberately. You have to ask yourself what you could be doing differently. You have to seek feedback. You have to maybe reach out to mentors and coaches who could help you and support you by giving you genuine feedback and telling you what to do differently in the future. And if making money through your writing is one of your primary goals and you want to write for a living, I actually suggest that you think about at least 1 to 3 different monetization options that you will explore besides the Medium Partner Program. The Medium Partner Program is an incredibly rewarding opportunity for new writers and for creators who already have a great understanding of how platforms and algorithms work. But it should not be your final destination. You should think of the money you make on Medium as a lovely addition to your income, but you should not be primarily motivated by the partner program because that's just an external platform that is paying you. What you want to build, if you want to live or write for a living, is to have your own systems, to have more autonomy, and to have more freedom around the money that you make and how exactly you monetize your words. So I would suggest thinking about at least 1 to 3 options that you are excited to explore in the near future, so that you never really end up in a place that you are dependent on one single platform. As much as I love to write on Medium, and I've spent years writing and exploring the community, building the community, supporting the community of writers on Medium, it's still my #1 advice to make sure that you are independent, that you have your email list, that you are confident in your skills and your ability to serve your audience, so you never really freak out if changes happen, and they will happen. The internet is bound to changes, platforms are bound to changes, and as a Medium writer of 6 years, I can say that I've been through a lot of changes. And the writers who usually freak out about those changes are the ones who have no stability and they are not very confident about their skills to monetize their work externally. So make sure that's not you. All right, this is it. That's my take on why Medium is still one of the best places on the internet for new writers and for creators who want to explore writing as an additional method to grow their audience and income. And especially for people who are sick and tired of writing short, snappy posts on platforms like Twitter and LinkedIn and who are fighting for attention 10 times a day by posting short content. That's not my cup of tea. I much rather publish 2, 3, 4 pieces at most on Medium per month and grow my audience in a more strategic, systematic, and calm way than to just push out content for the sake of pushing out content and hoping that some of it sticks. I hope this resonates with you. If it does and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see your thoughts and questions in the comments. I would love to hear what you think about Medium in 2024. So if there's anything that you want to know or anything that you want to share, let's meet in the comments, and I'll see you in another video.